So, you just got your roaster, that's exciting. You just opened the crate and hooked it up and it's ready to go. You've seasoned your drum and now you want to get roasting. I was asked in one of the very first classes, hey Rocky, look, I gotta start making money, and I know all this roast profile stuff is interesting and it's important and there's nuance to roasting and it's complicated, but I need to make money like right now. What can we do? I thought that was a really great question, and there is actually a pretty simple answer, and it has to do with what do your customers want? And what your customers want, for the most part, is a really good, solid, repeatable product. Well, I think that there is a roast profile you can start with, and that will, right out of the box, give you good coffee. Now, great requires that master roaster to really develop the skills and put things together and get to the cupping table and really get nuance. But there is a simple profile that will meet needs of good and works for a lot of blends that will be good, repeatable over and over again. So I thought I'd review some of the recommended profile parameters for starting with a Diedrich roaster. So on a time temperature curve, what I would suggest as a good starting point is create a charge temperature that's right around the 400 degree mark. So I'm going to just mark it at 400. If you have a smaller charge weight, you might want to drop that down, but 400 is a good starting point. So you charge your roaster. Your turn is almost always going to be at 1.5 minutes. That's just the way that the dynamics of the roaster work. I'm not going to predict a bottom temperature for you because that's going to be so different for so many different circumstances. But I am going to say, as you progress through the roast, I want you to work with your airflow in the following way. Move the airflow from cooling bin to 50-50 at about 270 degrees Fahrenheit. Okay? So somewhere in here, you're going to move the airflow to 50-50. Your roast is going to start to level off, and you're going to get to the first crack somewhere around 390 will be first crack. What I want you to do is just prior to whatever your first crack is, back up about 15 degrees or so. On ours, somewhere around 365. I want you to do a second airflow change to go from 50-50 to through the drum. Okay? So first airflow change at 270, second airflow change at 365. Then you're going to get to 390 at your first crack. After that, it's up to you as to when you want to stop the roast. Lighter roast, darker roast. Lighter roasts are going to come out in the 410 to 420 range. You're going to achieve second crack somewhere in the 430-ish type of range, depending on the coffee. So somewhere in there is your medium roast, and then if you go well beyond that, you get to a dark roast. So this is an excellent way to repeat a profile over and over. It will get you the right amount of sugar browning and the right amount of enzymatics. After that, once you have a profile that works for making everybody happy, then go back and play with it. Move this airflow forward and back. Move this airflow forward and back. Change your end temperature. There's lots of different things you can do, but that's profiling, and that is that next level. But this is one way to get right out of the box and start roasting. So, good luck with that. Remember that your end color is going to be the one that has the most impact on flavor, and find out which ones your customers like and keep doing that profile. Good luck and good roasting.